Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki. Okay, let's do the Mangalacharan together. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nigamakalpatarorgalitam phalam sugamkat amrita dravasamyutam pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam ghuragorasika bhuvibhavakaha Narayanam namaskritya naranchaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayam udhirayet नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्युत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानञ्जनशलाकय चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूप कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोन् श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे मूकं करोति वाचालं मंगलंगायते गिरिमित्कपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं कथाञ्चन स्मृते यस्मिन् दुष्करं सुकरं भवेत् विस्मृते विपरीतं स्यात् श्रीचैतन्यं नमामि तम्. Okay, so something to remember from yesterday. Immediately appear. Okay, good.
All the demigods were satisfied with the decision given by the Lord Shiva. In fact, they did not. They are completely satisfied.
Yeah.
They did not
They did not complain.
Complain.
Okay.
Devotees of Krishna is best worshipper of demigods.
Okay.
The heart of Daksha was got purified. Lord Vishnu immediately appeared after sacrifice.
Okay, good.
Leadership of Lord Brahmaji has been noticed that he took all the demigods ahead with him to pacify Lord Shiva.
Okay.
When heart becomes soft, we never blame Krishna.
Okay. Okay.
We have seen that you are mentioning two examples. Of one is how Srila Prabhupada made this world a home.
Yes.
China. And another thing, the thing which you have shared, the devotee who is complaining about Krishna. Krishna loves us.
Yeah.
Is very difficult from all the 4 points.
Yes.
To the most.
Okay. Okay, good. So let's continue our journey with the last chapter. Please read the purport. We'll read the purports of this section and then we'll go to the next section, which is prayer. Many devotees are not here today. This is going to be the strength, or eventually they will all assemble? Oh, so that means today is going to be the strength. Okay. Okay, then I have to change my plan also. Okay.
Translation. Lord Shiva said...
No. Translation already finished.
Yeah. There are two types of punishments. One is that which a conqueror imposes on an enemy, and other is like that a father imposes on his sons. There is a gulf of a difference between these two kinds of punishments. Lord Shiva is by nature a Vaishnava, a great devotee, and his name in its connection is...
No, just...
Okay, sorry.
Only highlighted. No?
Whenever he chastises a person, it is just like a father's punishments of his sons. Lord Shiva is like a father because he never takes seriously any offense by any living entities, especially the demigods.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
It appears from the exchange of Daksha's head that the modern scientific theory that the brain substance is a cause of all intelligence work is not valid. The brain substance is only an instrument which has nothing to do with the real intelligence. The real intelligence, mind, and consciousness are part of the particular individual soul. The whole moment of Krishna conscious is purify the consciousness. Is to
Yeah.
purify.
So he got goat head, but still he was very clear that he is Daksha. Mm. Okay.
Sometimes, of course, it so happens that Lord Shiva becomes the best benedictor in spiritual life.
Yeah. It's not that always he gives. So then Prabhupada writes the story of Sanatana Goswami and the touchstone. Mm. Everybody knows the story, right? Okay.
Thus, bodily construction has nothing to do with the development of consciousness. Consciousness is carried with the transmigration of the soul.
Mm. Okay, so now it starts, the prayers are starting. Okay, so, okay, some more devotees also came in. So we have how many? Four plus 2, 6. We have about 14 devotees. Mm.
Few more get probably should be coming.
Okay, let's divide the class into 4 groups, which was my original plan. We'll divide the class into 4 groups. If 1 or 2 people come, then whoever is less, we will make them join that group. Okay. Yes. Yeah.
Here Lord Shiva says that the demigods Pusha will be able to achieve only through. And last he said that but the demigods who have agreed to give me my share of the sacrifice will recover from all their injuries. So Lord Shiva is self-satisfied. So why his wish, desire, his shares will get?
No, because see, everybody should not be punished. The point is, everybody should not be punished. See, there are a set of people who did some mischief, but not everybody did mischief. Okay, but everybody got punishment, because when the army of Virabhadra came, they did not say, okay, all the people who did mischief come this side, all the people who did mischief go that, don't do mischief go that side. Then they did attack only these people. They indiscriminately attacked everybody. Okay, so therefore Brahma said that those who are not envious of you, they should get back all their, whatever they lost limbs, they should get back. So Lord Shiva is just complying to Brahma's request. So previously, if you see Brahma's statement in the last chapter, he said that excuse those people who did mistake, and those who are not envious of you, they should be restored completely. So that is what Lord Shiva is doing. Where? Yeah, that time he was not there. It was there in the translation itself, that Vishnu and Brahma did not go to the sacrifice, thinking that all this is going to happen, so they did not go. They didn't go to the sacrifice. It was there in the translation itself. See, sometimes the spiritual master tells the disciple, don't do something. Okay? But the disciple also is not in a mood to listen. Right? Then if the spiritual master understands that the disciple is not in a mood to listen, then the spiritual master also keep quiet. Okay. go, do, enjoy and come back. Anyway, you have to come back to me only. So you go, enjoy and come back. So same thing happened. Brahma didn't say anything, but finally they had to go to Brahma only. When the sacrifice was destroyed and when all the things happened, then they all went running to Brahma. Oh, this happened, that happened, they went and complained. So therefore, when the disciple is not very obedient, then the spiritual master is also not inclined to give instruction. That is a very important thing. That if the spiritual master sees that the disciple has his own idea and he is not going to be very obedient, then the spiritual master also become very reserved in giving his instruction. But when the disciple comes after getting into trouble, the spiritual master doesn't say that, hey, I told you got into trouble, now go and suffer. Doesn't say like that. Then he gives him, because now he is willing to listen. Now these people are willing to listen. That they should not mess around with Lord Shiva. They should give him his sacrifice. He is very powerful. They should go and apologize to him. All these things. But before they were thinking that if Daksha could curse Lord Shiva, then Daksha is more powerful than Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva did not react also. If Lord Shiva is more powerful, then he should have counteracted that curse and he should have done something to Daksha. He didn't react also. He just quietly went away. So they thought, oh, Daksha is more powerful, that Lord Shiva doesn't even want to mess around with Daksha, even though Daksha was not right in punishing him. So that means we should just keep quiet like that. Sometimes people think like that. When a Vaishnava does not react just by showing his power or position, many people misunderstand that he is not having so much power. But sometimes because with power comes responsibility also. Like Daksha has power, but he is irresponsible. So he unnecessarily displays his power when it is not required. But with power comes responsibility. So then one should not use one's power unnecessarily. But for less intelligent people, display of power is more important than display of gravity. Only more intelligent people can understand that gravity is more valuable than display of power. So that's why they got carried away. Okay? Yes?
How one should use when someone is having some responsibility or position? Because sometimes then people will misunderstood him when he will not show that gravity or sometimes other way around. People may misunderstood. So how he should utilize his or use his position?
We already, in the beginning of the unit itself, we defined that position should be used from the perspective of responsibility and service, not from the perspective of authority. That is the general principle of using position in ISKCON. You have position, then you should use it from the perspective of responsibility and service, not so much from the perspective of authority. Okay. Yes.
The share of the sacrifice was supposed to be given by Daksha, and he distributed among demigods. How come demigods themselves are choosing a part of them to Lord Shiva?
No, it just means that they were not inimical to Lord Shiva receiving his share of sacrifice. There were a set of demigods who were siding Daksha, and they were not agreeing that Shiva should get his share of sacrifice. But there were a set of demigods who did not agree with that proposition. They were of the opinion that Lord Shiva should get his share of sacrifice. So those are the demigods. In the previous chapter, Brahma specifically addressed about them. He said those who are not against you, they should get all their limbs back and they should be completely, rectified, or they should be recovered completely. Because those people are not against you, but everybody got punished.
Because being in that association.
Yeah. They were all in the yajna. So then there was no discrimination. Everybody got punished. Sometimes it happens, no, that some untoward incident is happening, and the passerby also gets beaten up. He has got nothing to do with that incident. He just happened to be there. The police come and beat him also. Sometimes happens like that. Sometimes happens like that. Everybody gets beaten up. So it's like that. All the demigods, lock, stock, and barrel got beaten up. Yes.
When you see the position is being utilized to pose as authority,
Hmm.
so what is the duty of subordination?
So the duty of subordinate is either, see, if it is harming everybody, okay, there are two ways of looking at it. One way of looking at it is that one guy wants to show his authority, but he's really not harming anybody. He's just enjoying his authority. Then leave it to Krishna. Krishna will one day nicely slap him. Then automatically he will become humble. Okay. If it is not harming anybody, he is just doing self-harm. Okay. Some people, they just want to keep saying, I am in charge, I am in charge, I am in charge, I am in charge, like that. They have this habit of saying, I am in charge. So, but that may not hamper the service, except that it has some nuisance value, that he is always saying that I am the in charge. Okay. So then just leave it, because then Krishna will take care. That's between him and Krishna. Krishna will show him the right place, or he will give him some experience by which he will become humble. We don't have to worry about it. But if it is really creating a lot of problem in the service, then we should definitely go and speak to his authority and say that, can you please do something to resolve the matter. And we should always understand this principle also. What is that? Whatever happens to us, generally we should learn to tolerate. Only when it is affecting others badly, then we should react. Of course, there are exceptions to it. Abuse we are not supposed to tolerate. Abuse means we should report. So these things, there are exceptions. It should not be taken as like a blanket statement. In general, whatever little disturbance which happens to us, we should tolerate and we should continue our service. But if there's some big abuse or something, or some financial misappropriation, etc., these things we should immediately report. There are things which, whether abuse happens to us or abuse happens to others, it doesn't matter. If it is clear that there is some abuse happening, immediately we should report. Generally, if some inconvenience, we should tolerate. That should be the principle. Okay? So, can we divide the class? Okay. Radha, Ras Bihari, Lalita, Vishaka. Okay. Start. Ras Bihari? He is sitting here. Why not use his name? So he said Vishaka. Okay. Okay, all Radhas together, all Ras Biharis together, all Lalitas together, all Vishakas together. Okay, divide. All Radhas together, all Ras Biharis together, all Lalitas together, all Vishakas together. So कितना लोग आया? Here is 4. There's only 2. इधर तो 5 लगता है. हाँ? ये अलग है. Okay. ये तो 4 हो गया. Then 3. 4, 4, 3, 3. It's like that, huh? Yeah, okay. I think 4, 4, 3, 3. Yeah, because some people are missing, so it happened like that. Okay. No problem. Still okay. So, this group, this is what group? Radha. Okay. 13 to 21. Okay. Then next group, Ras Bihari, right? So that is 22 to 31. 22 to 31. Okay. Then, where is Lalita? This is Lalita. Okay, 32 to, okay, 32 to 38. 32 to 38. 39 to 47. Okay. So, in your group of verses, you please go through the purport and try to find points which are related to mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada. Okay. And try to discuss that how those points are relevant for ISKCON today. First exercise. Okay. Try to find points which are related to mood and mission of Prabhupada and discuss how it is relevant for ISKCON today. Point number 1. Okay. And point number 2, try to pick up at least 1 point or 2 points for personal application. Try to pick up at least 1 or 2 points for personal application. It's clear? Is it clear? First exercise, mood and mission, and how it is applicable for today's ISKCON. And second is, try to pick up 1 or 2 points for personal application. Okay. Not 1 or 2 points per verse. In the whole section, if you pick up 1 or 2 points for personal application, it's fine. Okay. So, roughly you all have about 8 or 9 verses. So, it's 11:30. We'll take time till 11:50, 20 minutes to go through. If we need more time, we can add more time. There's no problem.